Hey Disney family, welcome to another episode of For the Love of the Mouse. I'm so glad you could join us today. Today we're going to finish up our top 5 selections in various categories for this year's 2018 Flower and Garden Festival. And I got confused as to what festival it was for a second, but Flower and Garden Festival. And if you don't know, Flower and Garden Festival runs from February 28th until May 28th, and it is the conclusion of festival season at Epcot. These festivals are really great because unlike a lot of the Magic Kingdom extra parties that they have, this does not require an extra ticket to get in. So it's not an extra ticketed event. There are a few things that you do have to pay extra for at the Flower and Garden Festival or at some of the other festivals, but most of the stuff can be enjoyed with just your regular park admission. So that's really fantastic. And they're so great. So I really hope that y'all have the opportunity to check it out. And I would love to know in the comments today, what is your favorite festival at Epcot? Me personally, I love Food and Wine, but I think that because of the times, especially in last year that we were able to go to Food and Wine, it was so packed. So I'm hoping that Flower and Garden will be a little bit less packed at least one of the trips that we're going to be there. We're going to be there. I'm going to be there with my mom in March. So kind of at the beginning, well, middle of March. And then hubby and I are going back in May for his birthday. So at the beginning of May, so it'll be just kind of the tail end of the festival, like the last couple of weeks. But I'm still really excited, and I hope that it's not as busy as Food and Wine. But one of the great things about Flower and Garden, besides the food and drink options at the various kitchens, is the topiaries and the amazing flower displays all throughout Epcot. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and it's a great way to kick off spring and summer. Today when I'm doing this vlog, it is 6 degrees in Colorado, so it's really cold. So I cannot wait to get to Florida and that warm, humid air. I'm sure that I'll be really hot there because it's been so cold here, but it's going to be great. I'm really excited. So let's just kick it off with, today we're going to do our top food selections at this year's festival. It was really hard to narrow them down to just 5, but I managed to do it. And again, these are just my opinions about what I'm most excited to try and what I think the best options are out there. But be sure to leave in the comments what you're most excited about at this year's festival in terms of food and what some of your favorite things were in the past. This is the 25th anniversary of this particular festival, so it's been around for a while, but the food is really becoming a prominent part of all of the Epcot festivals, so I would love to know what you're really excited to try for this year's Flower and Garden Festival. So first off, we're going to start at Northern Bloom, and we're going to get these seared scallops with French green beans, butter potatoes, brown butter vinaigrette, and applewood smoked bacon. This is a gluten-free option that's going to be available at this kitchen, and I'm really excited about it. I think it sounds really great. I love scallops. There were a couple scallop dishes at Food and Wine last year that I thought were really great, and one that was just mediocre, but I'm really hoping that this one is going to be really good. And it sounds like it's going to be very fresh, very springy, very light, so I'm really excited to give it a try. Next up, we're going to head to La Isla Fresca and get the sugar cane shrimp skewer with steamed rice and coconut lime sauce. This sounds super Caribbean to me, and I am so excited to try it because I absolutely love fruity foods. You know this about me. You know I have a sweet tooth, so you know I love the sweet side of things, and I love everything fruity. So I'm really excited to give this one a try. It sounds, again, really light, really springy, really fresh, so I'm super excited to give this one a try. Next, we're going to head to the cider house, and we're going to get something a little more heavy, a little more substantial maybe, and this is going to be the pear cider brine, excuse me, I have something in my eye, shredded corned beef with braised cabbage and Branston dressing with pears. So I think this is going to be, like I said, a little bit heavier, a little bit more meaty, obviously, because it has meat in it, but I think it's going to be really good. They had a corned beef option at Food and Wine Festival this past year that was really good, and it was actually one of the most popular dishes at the festival from what I understand from a lot of people, and it was really good, but it was really salty, and it could have just been the days that we tried it. We tried it twice, so maybe both days were really salty, but I thought it was really, really salty, and I love salt, and if I think something is really salty, that's kind of a big thing, but my husband doesn't love salt as much, and he definitely thought it was salty, but he thought it was really good, and he said that the salt, that, you know, corned beef is a little bit saltier, so I totally get that, but I think it was extra salty. So I'm hoping that this was a little more mellow on the salt, and I'm really excited to give it a try. I think it sounds good. And pear cider brine, I think that sounds delicious. So I'm really excited to give it a try. Next, we're going to head to the Honey Bistro, which is sponsored or hosted by the National Honey Board this year. And we're going to give a try to the Honey Tandoori Chicken Flatbread with white cheddar cheese, charred vegetables, clover honey sour cream, and micro watercress. I love honey. Again, I have a sweet tooth, so I love honey, and I think this sounds really great. I'm super excited to give it a try. I love flatbreads. And because I don't eat grains very often, this is going to be a big splurge for me, but I'm super excited to try it. And I think it sounds like really interesting with the various honey aspects that are in there. So I think it's going to be a really unique dish, and I can't wait to give it a try. Last up, we're going to head to the Smokehouse Barbecue and Brews, where we're going to get the beef brisket burnt ends hash with white cheddar cheese fondue and pickled jalapenos. Anything cheese fondue, right? I mean, who doesn't love cheese fondue? I think it's going to be great. And it actually sounds kind of similar to a few of the dishes they had at Food and Wine that were really popular and that I really enjoyed. And so I think this is going to be a great barbecue addition. I know barbecue is really hard to do. People are really picky about their barbecue. So maybe if you're a barbecue connoisseur, this might not be up to your standards, but who knows? Maybe it's going to be absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to give it a try. So that's it for this video. Would love to hear what you're really excited to try at this year's Flower and Garden Festival. Does this list sound appealing to you? Are you going to the festival, and what are you most excited about? If it's not the kitchens, then what else? Don't forget to check out those amazing topiaries, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for stopping by. And for the love of the mouse, never forget that it all started with a mouse.